All right, let's get serious now. It's Thursday, and we talk about relationship and everything that has to do with it on our Relationship Thursday. And last week, we dealt with the effect of mobile phones on marriages, and we really talked about it. We looked at the positives of mobile phones. We also looked at the negatives, even the psychological and health and physical health effects of having mobile phones all the time. Today, we extend it to the family. Father, mother, children, or even the extended family. What are the effects of mobile phones on the family? And we're privileged, so privileged to have Pastor. I like to call him Pastor. He's an apostle, but I like to call him Pastor Richmond Gyamerah Baffuor, Pastor Baffuor for short. Pastor, good morning. It's awesome to have you here. And thank you so much for coming. I cannot say that enough. So Pastor Baffuor is the head pastor of King's Domain Ministries.
Yes.
King's Domain Ministries, located at Sotum, right?
Yes, Omanjo.
So Omanjo.
Yes.
King's Domain Ministries, located at Omanjo. He's a seasoned man of God. He's a counselor, and his vast experience on this field would help us very much. Daddy, good morning to you once again, and welcome. All right, so let's look at it. If we talk about the effects, people usually want to look at the negatives, but effects could also be positive. So let's look at the extended family. Let's even define the family first, and then we look at the whole mobile phone thing, and then we look at the effects, negative and positive.
All right. Thank you for having me. Na metia watia funyana so. Si aka abusia de mostly the enemy say obi a woni you are blood related to the person. When you relate to the person on the blood dimension, moja kwanso ne ma tim de fa abusia. And so o trema kwa kire abusia so de ka buru moja nkonso. Yonku bu ha wo chenua. Na ho fama ne do ene the loyalty to your life no. There sometimes yonku fo bi correct me man afoforo no. A change the abusia for correct me, but strictly definition of a family there. It will be on the ball on the moja cro when any free mojamo and a friend say abusia.
Wow. And the abefo tetefu ya be. Say nipa bebre say boa. It me fa frɛ obia easily. But you want to say communication na mu abie na say aye easy mo no. Asen so bone no kwa na ekosoro. What dwene mu no any experience dealing with a lot of families and marriages, and I didn't know abanisa.
It's a young change is also born and I say young share.
Young born no. I
okay. I think Adibia Biano was or is to enhance the life of men, because Emra Name Metia Crassi and Name Yawfo from the Bia Qua, a Jania Keton Mufie. You don't know what is happening to them. So medidi na se be as a fan kwade to you na se e de na ekoso. I mean, you must be abreast of time, knowing what is happening to your life. But set phone or there, it creates room for this immediate way of reaching out to them. And then so one where nemfaso dia ye papa no now share the other side there. One of the major thing that made me who say the same phone on very destructive. Very destructive to the extent that ubetim no ba ekura wo ho na oba no kwa to gym maso, because you're too engrossed to whatever you're doing. You know, now because of TikTok and Facebook, and let me use this word, social media. And I'm social media intino. I say the people outside, you know, we are more committed to the people outside than the people that we have within. And you betim no ba wo ho, ubetim no kuno ho, ubetim no yere wo ho. Instead of having proper conversation, na so when you betim akwade o ma, na say wo yere no mo ye no, what ho, and you are engaging with people that are not closer to you. And one of the major causes is distraction. Distraction is you are getting a free with immediate surroundings. That's why I'm using the word immediate surroundings, because say baby happen immediately is the surroundings that will respond to you fast.
Yes.
But say adia twa never responded to you immediately, yet you have disengaged from your surroundings and you are engaging with people that are far away from you, and even some of them don't even know that you exist. They don't even know that they don't give a hoot about your personality. They don't care about your life, nothing. But you're so much engrossed into them that with immediate surrounding, where you have been a free song. And the point is sometimes when you say be our head, what I didn't watch like we said TikTok,
Facebook,
Instagram cried there, oh be an unending thing. And when you was not dim pie, yes, away, or be betting the Abiania so. Name was it. Or be betting a jar in sweat so, then refi. A bet my shock, so be betting in the back washroom. Not when you call, no, Jan Banho, I call Fako, and you would grab if the Banho. The destructive element of phones on them, and very serious distraction. I know the obi betima to the iron you crana what they to then you refi no the iron no ashnata because the person is WhatsApping somebody. The person is chatting somebody. The person is watching something on Facebook. The person is watching something on Twitter or whatever. And na adie no na she. And the destructive element in there, yeah, number one. Number two, I think one of the things I saw phone no as a question is intimate creating meaningful conversation. What do I mean by meaningful conversation? One a beer. See, I think it will point to be a husband and a wife, a father and a child, a mother and a husband, a mother and a child should be able to engage in certain deep conversation. Because you see, when to me and Dinko man quite around, won't me cram who call for ma and move a young girl. One sent me who near ma a sight o ma.
No, my man, any J, no, my man,
you have no clue about that. If you are a young girl, I feel when you're 16, 17 years, that youthful exuberance is happening. And men man shall say a pepeno. Winning community, one in faithful needing through communication. Because we afraid you might buy time afraid you might buy them. The little time that you have to spend with your children, what's our phone so responding to things? Sometimes on social media, you are still responding to business things whilst you are in the house. Because you're too busy, you're looking for money. And I'm so patient, who will feel crying? What do phones are responding to messages out?
Obviously, in the office, you know, on the phone.
I want the phone, so. It's an office now on the phone, so there. Why are you careful? You know, I realized something yesterday. I was talking to some people. And whilst I was talking to them, it was a very serious conversation. Kakrebia no bana for phone. Kakrebia no bana for phone. Kakrebia no bana.
And come on, I'm with you. Who here? Naka Bronisi wrapped attention.
Yes. Onuntina me no mudin komo.
Me
na me no mudin komo.
Assembly to you serious.
Serious for mo. You know, so I kept observing. I said, please, I'm sorry, can I pick the call? Me and me Kasano, I apologize to them before I pick the call. And this is my time, you're not going to pay me. I am giving you my time. And I observed suppose a conversation, it calls a crown of a phone. A crown of a phone. And to one you care for, want to mean a meaningful conversation. So you leave the presence, you leave the environment, and the main issue is still not resolved.
When you're
free. Because embran komoko so ebi be free juma but ebi a wo kono ne ni kunu na na little disagreement embra ese munya to spend it together no na munya meaningful conversation that element that issue no ebi healing free family ni no it's not there. They still engage in that social media stuff with their phone and ti da bia no another dimension to this crime is you text messages. See, sometimes you are unable to express what you really want to express via message.
Oh yeah.
And the original can put misinterpretation to what you are trying to communicate.
Text message and it's a voice.
And it's a voice. Because you have a limited moment to just end. You know, when you are writing, when you're careful, you can't encode your emotions.
They are words.
Yes.
This thing. How can they carry emotion?
Very good. And when you're careful, that's what I'm talking about, meaningful conversation. And communication, because if you used to chat, text, hey, how are you? How are you doing? Now, who's where? You know, another thing about, and it's apart from distraction, lack of meaningful conversation, sometimes on, and kofubo as well. Oma chini head akra ni move and to you, you tested them. to say good morning. How are you doing? Ebia we hu. Enti won hu ye na na adwene mu mi kunu nwene me hu.
Onwene me hu.
Yes.
Okohu na nwumere kra, the impact is not the same.
It's not the same. Because we are talking about food, we are not only talking about voice, we are also talking about testing. And to make my testing about and when who know that very moment, I say, or resolve that particular information at them, how are you going to do it? The uncomfortable so phone crash so all these things, phone are very powerful too. But when you're careful, it can bring distraction. It can lead to lack of meaningful conversation. Number 3, misinterpretation of intent. Because I can't be a mobile be a medical. And to botana me communicate no wouldn't imagine but me testing now. And I'm saying me testing to my man convey the total concept of what I was thinking about. So I've left the reader to interpret it according to the reader's own understanding. And to the bufu we know oh and yes na me pa chere nanso no je kan sa de na wie. So phones can be very 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 distracting. You know another thing is how your phone on. And many people become a waste on 2 dimensions. Waste, you waste your time. You waste your time a lot. Phone bon say 1 minute be awo hwe e bia usua de kra. So one of the things me say me call radio. Me call we me be internet me de ba. Me call church no matter what I will leave my phone behind.
Uja phone so wo kwa sorry
me mfa phone ra sorry them never me kai the last time they phone.
Meja wa hunu senia enkofo say yes phone wo Bible so asori dem mu na mpese e ba ho no.
Yes.
Yes phone wo Bible so. Enti e ra sorry dem mu a pastor ne book quotation ne ekoye phone so. But on say on the top no na bibi by the time you realize no click on bibi no phone. Would you say Saturday na wo see ehwe on bibi eka?
Definitely.
Okuta Bible ankasa kwa sorry na aye den.
Definitely. It makes sense because you see 2 weeks ago, somebody came to church. Well, first time I didn't know the person, so I was preaching. And one of my pastors said, "On in nemu," and who say Ababa on Oba sorry no, or social media, or Facebook, or WhatsApp.
I
was preaching. And the end also catching and say, "Jadi o ye no." Osako ba biu na wo ye. No si jadi o ye no. Osako ba biu no ye wanka ho hwe. E kire a man for wa sorry them. There are people cry, they even pick calls whilst preaching is going on. They pick calls. Yes, I cry the bad family now. Whilst even you're having meaningful conversation with your family, text messages will be coming, WhatsApp will be coming, calls will be coming. And energy now only back round the by the time you finish talking, when you go back, the energy is no more there.
And I mean, scenario be okuta phone will be mu. Me fa say bia oyire ni me baba joy say ni say na joy won tie na say they are so they are kasabiti
yes
what an insult.
It's an insult complete. A disrespect and dishonor. Oh obo mo hwe ekura nim obi kura bi sezi here obi kura bi sezi here because yenya aso na editi asem ebanifo se asem fa ni wam na kwa akomam asem fa ni wam na kwa akomam
nti wunnie na me
face to face conversation oshwemanim na asem ne fa ni wam na me kasa kire wo na wani wo phone so a eye disrespect and dishonor e kire se fa wa asem kodo de o kan me nti
ehu
hia me because I have to give you my full attention, gazing upon you, understanding your facial expression. As in what make cano, many wakre chere de me patre. Many mukra chere de me pa. I can't penny phone say win chere ni bo.
Aye.
Any bo because ma me bet my show say me na no nkasa what na ni be chere say jade o ye no. And no be no ndin komo. So with the white, when you're dealing with the white, and when you're talking to them and you're not looking at them, they think you're lying.
Yeah. Eye contact is very important because they say the eyes don't lie.
Yes. They think you're lying.
Only me kasana obi also blinky too much or
Yes, you're lying. Yeah. But yeah, be able find the only penny kasana when any baby by zoom one day.
And I know me kasana share sa. I dey do woman.
Yes. But the proper way is obi kasa, you must look at the person. Look at the person so that you can give your undivided attention. Undivided attention. I mean, can you stand before a big man like a president or a king, and you are looking for something from them? Uno wouldn't go now vegetable for any possible. Now then, I want to kunaza uno we didn't come body or kasa de kasa miti na say. Kasa why? Okay, mate. Kasa okay never. No. Disrespect. But you see, among phobia are addicted to their phones are bear sickness.
Also for Richmond Gyamerah Baffuor or yes of penny and that King's Domain Ministry and no manjo. I no pay a didn't come more afa and so bonnie a war phone a banny a phone sending a use a web busian. So last week a didn't come more and so papa and so bonnie a war warrior so and then so ye so papa and so bonnie a war warrior so wakasa baby or say a distracted a meaningful conversation into bond biara ni ho na baby a wodro sisi ano o say eseye mre na say mre so dia any account bebe na ye ni sika yo nipa bebre.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
So let's talk about the time wasting. What I say say mre ye wura mu ye pa.
It wastes. Let me cast a phone. Phone is a waster in the negative effect. A waster, should I say, number one, it wastes your time. See, the most precious gift that God gave to human being is the gift of time.
Yeah.
When I lose, manusu sumna so. But the etienne say, me yiri jam me ma ware foforo. Me kunu jam me ma ware foforo. Me bewu me ma ware foforo. Me sikan badwuma say me ma nye foforo. But what say mbra wonya biu.
It's gone.
It's gone. You need divine intervention. But ask yourself, how many people I bet we are saying Nyame intervening in my life when they wasted? Only two in the Bible, Joshua and Hezekiah. Yet then you need God to speed up your time. There's time for everything. That's why Ecclesiastes says there is time for everything. So time is all this year, the time is all the morning devotion. Time is all no reading come. Time is all no backasa. Time is all the driving pole. You still be fidgeting on your phone.
Any accidents, baby?
That's it.
GPRT for
very good. So it wastes time. Number two, it also wastes money. It wastes money because there are people beyond. They are into the bets. Football betting, the free BB aviator, no, they call me baby hawks last Friday. They were showing me the aviator. Now, menim na obia bet 3,000. The person just lost it just like that. Now, apart from those things, Krano, say who was Sikakra or mobile money so and I'm say you are connected and so glued to the social media and anything. Would data sign no ye, no at all. Data sign no ye, no at all. And when I was not to data 50 cities.
50 tempo. And I know be checky and I go soon in our third data almost 500 cities.
Look at this.
500 Ghana cities.
How much do you get? How much do you get? But just that it comes just little drop snippet here, small 5 CD, 3 CD, 10 CD, 15 CD. And this phone is very powerful weapon, but it can also waste you. It can also waste you. And another dimension to this zone, it can also give you depression. Do you know why? Because whilst you're looking at media outline, some of them will give you bad news. Some of them will give you bad reports. So you wake up in the morning, you go on Facebook, all that you see is a bad news.
Negativity. Psychologists cry say damage brain.
Yeah, and one wakano.
Too much bad news.
Yes, it feed your spirit wrongly. And once that when your mood swing, and you don't know how now the people that are closer to you become the victim of your mood swing.
Daddy, you've drawn my attention to something. Minimum be a frame ya no patutu me ba also or the picture be to her. Assembly a branty be a betron. Can we also look at that?
Yes.
Because apart from negative news, what on the be away, I told that cry no cry.
Yes.
Say be our favorite star be a
It's true.
But also, in fact, or send him a mirror woman.
You see the point.
Into Bunsambi on the nam Facebook. Assembly or bet. Nany boss no shall say soon.
You see the point. because he they to your family ninti because ade obi akokan fa wo picture bi ade akoto wase bi I would because social media is a free platform. It's a free word. Everybody can speak their mind. Sometimes when I see it, the first thing I go is the comment. And you see, most people are not rational. I'm sorry, but most people they are also not analytical. They just write anything just like that. And to be able to what they are to somebody will just come and write gibberish under it. It will affect your emotions, and you direct it to your children, you direct it to your husband, you direct it to the people that are closer to you. So the people that are that immediate people.
Okay, from the beginning, you are like the immediate because assemble the immediate people.
Busiano.
Also na ye adwena free so na ye do one aye nimu won. Some betting ya okay because the phones na ye minimum bi a betting the bas school fees e ba so penny anim phone only phone a betting the bas school fees da na ire wu so no onim so obedi because na dan for bi ye no odi entika odi a nanka
and she said, what the old school fees, so they are called such a child is obedient. Now, so the ripple effect will come
on the family.
On the family. Esa musako pese kafo from. So we need be a esa ba no kopebosia. And it's bosia ba wa na mo kopebosia bon can also lead to many things.
Yes.
Can lead to many things. And be a will be an agent of money be so in a dance.
Oh yeah.
And to bones a mistake, no. Now fidye are breaking the family down.
And obi o high fire ni nko a edi enya pa eno ni bi na wabobo so yi wo si sika seye and it's ka hoden.
Yes.
Rent, electricity, water, ball akra, school fees ni ebedi nyina but then ya adwene nko sa 3 cedi 2 cedi 5 cedi ni e beti sa ni e di to data sa na apart from time wasting, lack of meaningful conversation because we are engrossed in the whole thing and all. What other negatives can we look at?
The other thing I'm also thinking about is unnecessary competition. What do I mean by that? Because when you are engrossed in those things, when you for instance, what they mean fun is fun. What don't for be afro? Hey, see I cry me cry kono jam 1,000. Also kono feel if you enya teku enya semboa. Now so share social media. Obi ani ko school. Wabe post to adiebi. And the things we see out there, it's not the reality of life. No, when people come on the screen, when they take pictures, they do editing. Sometimes, you know, but now that it creates unnecessary competition and pressure for your life. You know, I said, I will be in a year, no mako, be a mako restaurant, be a didi, no more chatty about it, or also couldn't cram for won't be that. Now, some penny for soon will be in your pie in a year.
Sanity.
Obiani baby or free bar. So a critique on this uneasiness and unnecessary competition because what you see out there, you want to practice it in your house.
Fena no kunu kusa. And I will nianti we yama we nti win. Oh mema no so e kwa hu say bi ajo wo say e to da me twema ni betra TV so na me twa akoto jo wo say we in the same age. Into dressing baby ba or dressing. E bia mama G na mama tare ase.
How will you know?
It's a sponsored dress. Mama G na asha matare. Me take fanim. Now you consent we dressing life we mo bi.
You know so yes, it creates unnecessary competition.
Positive. So if you say Yenim said the phone was created not for the negative, but too much of everything is bad. And about what positives can any family derive from owning a mobile phone?
I think one of the powerful to that phone brings is easy access to information. A very powerful. Whatever you need to know. You don't need to go to school, classroom per se. You don't have to. I mean, it is. This phone, iPhone can do everything. Barely everything. You know, one day, now I'm scanning documents to be called America. And me, who baby, I mean, see, I was talking to somebody also, iPhone. And I was, scanner also. Scanner also. So the person taught me how to use scanner on my phone.
But the one before me, mommy dear. Techno scanner was so. Techno phone scanner was so.
Yes.
And to buy Techno house, baby, I wear. Yeah, new Yeah, you phone number. Then you scanner was why. Into black techno has that one just better technology.
Okay. You don't have to go to a place to just go and everything is there. Easy access to information. Because for instance, when somebody is sick, maybe your wife is sick, your husband is sick, your son is sick, you can look at the symptoms, just check it online.
Yeah.
And get, just that one day I was listening to a doctor, he said, don't go your sickness. Because one of the things also is that they will give you different meaning to it. No credit depression, so bro. Yes, but apart from that, information the phone will give you easy access to that.
Into my family, near literate.
Yeah, very good. Yes.
Instead of Sabin Preduas, Sabia Blue Sabia, Dobeko TikTok, Sabia Koshen Yamra Samin Kwasia Semono. Phone ya dia betumi dia sua dia.
Easy access to information. Is easy access to information. And another thing that I also love about this is this thing that this government introduced, that interoperability.
Yes.
No, the benefit is that, for instance, if you confess or connect sikani fie so odomi kode obetiminka or connect bibiba, the person can just give you money easy.
Or the good phone so
and one
simple. Can you so buabusiano?
Easy financial burden.
Obia police ni yadina ko pie krasi baby. Na wa kan ire. Na emsempo frame ska bia ni ho frame ni no. Na wa waya. Titi na ka fe ni edi ska ni ko fa wa.
That they no kra be ukurukura ante na be 3 days.
Ayo, e ho no wa fa phone wa fra awo kam you can say 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But I say near ye media ya wo. But me buka so be ban sana. Sika bia ni ha. Also don't worry. And one pine na sika da.
Sika ba bedru. Ye man mu ko school a omo mfa ka mafie se no akwa akwaje ezia so mo bafie no mafa ho kra akwa. You can just transfer money to them. I was watching some adverts on the internet. You can even monitor the social media platforms so because what the phone baby you have no idea. Now the negative effect crab out there, I didn't even touch on it when it comes to even the children. We buy phone for our children and we don't even bother randomly to search what they're using the phone for.
Laptop.
Yes. We don't search. The phone, as long as I'm friendly to fee. Now talk phone man, phone your whole property.
Mami nyam penin sem kakra. Abofra na otu fie. When I tell you
money die.
Or doubt them.
Them, yes.
What your school fees? When I know. What of phone man so we access to the phone. And the private there.
Only privacy. Phone you want the other toy your property. And the privacy no dey kura. And so you can't say me phone na me ba me there. I want to teach my kids how to live independent life. Hey. Go for free. You must Bible says train up your children the ways they must go. So when they grow, they don't depart from it. Bible did not give us the apparatus, the method, the medium to train. So you must look at your family standard and train up your children. One of the most important things you must inculcate in your children is values. So that nobody exploits them. Socialization starts from the house, but now socialization has been brought into your house.
Via social media?
Yes, via social media. Somebody is training your child how the person should think. They are even they're doing hookups on phones. They are sending their nude pictures on phone. One day, I think almost 3 years ago, one of my, somebody send me a message, say, Papa, send my you. And when student was sending naked picture of Mobi, who says,
but that one thing says here.
That's the point.
And I know call Buster, Minister of Penning Ban, no cancel your baba ko. Work or university. Be nude picture on Saka. Now they are blackmailing the party.
See the point.
No, more this any police for.
Yes.
Ebemu, o 2 years can I know your son in Muko. And I work them 3 years.
Obey them.
Near Ara who say yes, so we in 3 years and now on to me, Cranko University BR for 5 years.
Look at this.
On your phone, because we don't inculcate the right values.
Yes.
Once a train
Train, yeah.
As a trainer,
Yeah,
echo.
yes.
It's training kona ni aka no edi achire. Into wa maame ne papa no. So when live right with the phone.
Yes.
Nkura no so edi achire ni be the wrong thing. You say ni odi achire no so ya penny ni nante.
Yes. So I think yes, in Samra the positive as I said, easy access to information. You can load a lot of books on it for them.
Yeah.
They can read books about fresh. They can watch cartoons and everything just to open up their mind.
Yeah.
So entertainment is there. It takes away boring nature.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel bored in the house. And the phone then, honey, share it creates that. So number one, easy access to information.
Yeah.
Number two, easiness of financial burden. Because baby a bema no na so ban obi no money can be transferred.
Yes.
Obi wa brochira say say no nko Western Union bank no akwa yisika. Pim na be go out phone so and found baby any power you can get whatever you want to get. And number two, you immediate reaching of your partner.
Yeah.
Which means that obetimi ate okrum ka oyirenka abia bia. O me okrum from video call.
Sade dem ebufu pa. Me kru nyame bi. Me danyame ase for the sort of husband or dear mommy. I think I also believe say me suban.
Okay.
And a man akoma toni yam says I'm monitoring no. No fa bi nyame. But nkofo ba me nche me yiri frame na me ka say me o se debi. Tisa my video call and say wa jimi adi. You bet me ka say so negatives ni bi.
But it's actually a positive because you see
ufra me krom ufra no I say krom na me wo no. Na we hu say wo krom na na.
Because if I'm communicating with my husband, I should be able to communicate the detail of my life. All right. Now, we're in about two ways. Not because me say, oh, krom your video call. That doesn't mean that I don't trust you.
Now trust me, I didn't know one day and
that's what you're talking about. Phone in relationship.
Phone in relationship.
There are people who are for and who are against. Those who are for no, I believe say when we do that, it just excites our relationship. Hey, more chromo. Okay, I'm sure the chrome. You just show it to your partner. Not because I have an intention. Say you're doing something bad.
Okay.
Something bad. Okay, what if say we in video call? Now put the point now of frame me free and that be a sem to. Meaning baby I'm here.
Yeah.
I can know so frame me no jina bia say so we can start looking for you from that point.
That's the positive.
Yes.
Okay.
That from that point. So apart from that crowd, say no. You say content in a warrior. Yeah, no phone to betima call.
Oh, say engagement in a phone so.
Yes. Zoom. Zoom na COVID by my own the effect of phone. COVID by my was here. Can I never woo?
Can be depressed? Because you said that my uncle baby.
So I want to zoom that or that app on the buy and yes, come on because everything was doing via and up to now there are some companies people still work from the house.
Yes. Among say it's effective.
Yes, it's effective. People still work from the house.
The amount quota. At the end of the day, you must be able to reach X amount of people, get X amount of money, reach X number of people. Now, if you're able to be done with your quota, then that's it.
Yeah, tear crossing, Papa, you bring your Bruno Bekruma. Or no aba no de atade aba. No dem papa ba enim ne kala. Or no any choice no. But say no mobile phone ti odu shop obetima frɛ. When we dey na ope. So that your choice also come into play.
Pastor, yema ebusuafo so emeka ye ho ewo ye di nkomo afa ensunsuanso bone and asensunsuanso papa ewo mobile phone so eba no ebusuanso na what you say ne ye di san nkomo no fa ya ware betumi afre 0558462088 0558462088 ufra me wa ha sofo nso wa ha oh adwinkyire bi won se musa bi nso wa experience bi video call ya kan aboa o e de asumdue aba na obi se phone ha adwin kane no na ne ma meka asem ne ba ya osim mo na ma phone na mo ha mo ho osim me ware o papa okona so won ma ya me de me ti ha kosi so obeba e na okunu ko 5 minutes won ma ya na frefre no wan fa so ana no ne wa asem ma me na asem anu o ka no have it you see the world is advancing.
It's true.
And so somehow we'll have to look at the right practices by the advancements that we experience as we're going. Now, Brother Samuel, okay. Osia me kunu kwa no nsiana so ba e say me there. And I say me twɛn no. E say kunu kwa 5 minutes on ba na friend. One fan so I will say. Ono ba bi akɔhye baby. Wo kunu amfa phone na no che say ono ba bi akɔhye baby ana. So these are all stuff that come up concerning phones. So with me a friend 0558462088. Pastor Baffuor is here. Ade ba kwa me pese ye share kakra any bedroom and phones. Over to me as a seasoned counselor, and I know you deal with a lot of marital issues. Say, phones in bedrooms, and the asemaba, baby abawenim. Now, would you say, enka, emresoni ekoda, yenya phones no wabonting?
It depends. Sometimes it depends on the kind of work that the person does, because if a juma on the they would need his immediate attention.
Doctors
and
nurses,
those kind of stuff.
Those in the medical.
So
someone is even an engineer.
Or even a lawyer.
A lawyer.
Or even a pastor. Because sometimes, Anajo, one day now, Abobe wants something. No, my phone and ring it, that be the vibration. But I say, like a vibrating, I'm sure my sorry baby. Like, also. Yes, so I had to pray for the person and encourage her, and I said, "Bibi, but like what time me I'm a bomb man, she felt
you are the shepherd,
So I can't say that, but what I can also say is, we don't have to allow it to distract the moment you are having with your spouse.
Let's get a little intimate here.
All right,
we've had issues where gentlemen be say, "Sebi, ebusian for mo fanche se me yem peninsem one ne yere edi mpam agro na ne yiri ni kuta phone no so ye ni terminals na o hwe ni phone so I say she wasn't participating at all say when e hia brabe no hwe ni phone so o hwe no ma won ni phone so no ye ni term and if you look at the lady ye this allegation to ni so you won't believe it into me twimba no say o pay you do.
See the point.
I mean say me yes ma me fa me hu nka me no into one meye no onko so I'm like nipa na woni no pictures na wo hwe wo phone so nipa na you are engaging with on social media omo hia se be man na sebi pregnant what is guy on ho ade sebi wasi fie ma with them sebi oba akohoma e hwe ni mask of ni wo hia so omo ana so me bisa na say o say o madam sebi nkansa anyway yenya kwala bi hello good morning.
Hello
good morning.
Morning apomoe
onyankopon adom me ho ye mpa cha okasa
Auntie Joy, phone asam na mo kan de asam kase papa. Asam kase o. Chese. Edu baby kwa na afi me dia ya mpa bo me say rade na den na meye na me be I to say why addicted to the phone. Me be betimi atena phone ho. On didi. Na the you pray fi say on didi. Or ko school na ma je phone ato ho. Oba fia na me yemu hyehyeme. Enti me bo mpa say rade kire me kwan a memfa so a me beyi betimi every phone ni nyina starting with what school about owo generators no. Office school by say your research. Na kwala yi at the phone. Yeah, research. And then but to me cry I should come and say bibi yes bibi wo phone so the Google no I say Google I want to do this I want to do that show me how to do this now Google no actually if you want the customer account do one no replace go so say I just say to me akwa catch Google say Google chem say yes we ade Google better say yes we ade chem say just say phone no tell me software cannot abuo kwan be so the kwan be so the mana eba no emboa because we get down about the close of the day akwala ni do school psychobelum say research onya phone na just enyoma pop data wo beto ne just eye bebre enti dan na ye beje okay so machine ya such a way say born 9 o'clock wo chu mu ni betre be ye perform me je through himself me the beto ho and me the be me pillow mu na mada
me da say
ye be ye ma ye meyi etimie free phone no wo kakra ma na aboa yen
yeah fa question Emma yeah that is a very passionate mother obviously disturbed by Nebano seemingly addiction to phone. And so,
first of all, I mean, addiction crash as for him. It started because maybe she gave the child free range operation. What the man said, or can research into the man. Now research and how many hours? Yeah, research how many hours? I think the problem is about be the parents must set the standard and the rules for our house. Yes, who knows also say emra e fie. Enya bofra no. Enti 9 cry there. Time ko. 9 na wo je phone. That be oye student.
Say no, why you addicted do? Enti kwan be ne befa so aye be boa no. No. E dey no one year and after the nanka wafre.
No, I mean, I can't even touch on this. Also, why are addict? You know, sometimes you Bible says there are people who have to snatch them from fire.
Eja Yankofa will be from
Mate.
Police Depot. Ebre, I hope I got your name right. You're calling from Eben. Okay, Ghana Police Depot. Hello, Eja Kasa.
Madam, good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho, Mr. Paso. Fact, I'm paid what the super. In fact, phone is not bad device, but when I hear and when I use phone, and okay, to get to say,
Namishra also. Police phone kasa baby. Ejanti mami na wo kan baby see
yeah you all snatch I mean see adibo ha wo soso a na ye kase phone enya ade a wo gifre ni nsima betima kunu enkum nipa enti ke ade a fon se bia eye drug bi no aye so addicted on kra no ye de ne ko rehabilitation center na sir and your phone. I mean, one day I used to stay with one of my daughters in the house. And on the phone say, Obuna the whole day.
Hey.
Yeah. They were a man for you.
Something is lost.
Like, I mean,
an emptiness.
And not only or not, there are thousands of people who are watching us now. Momu phone screens. Omunidi.
Quite be a better when yes,
only the yes if you cross it or the phone kwaya the papa bio social media nkwa na onidi
eja beka say ene phone enti ebusua nya mesum kura abafom jone ho yankofa Belinda ofrefi Kumasi. Good morning Belinda.
Good morning my guy.
Kasai
But your phone has been there nya easy ma. There's something called like the other things because of I don't speak a craving can marriage you.
Hey, any one come kakra, e dey na ba ya entinka aware no ye eguno.
And that's all in the figure straight from bank not the na ye aviator. After the baby cry as them and cry school fees ma and easy cry.
Wow, yeah that's CP.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
the choir may first one, maybe limit match in every summer. Because yes, so I addicted, I couldn't make Jan cry, yeah, as I didn't all die.
I mean, sir, your best penny for more TV, you know, Munya Mammy Sop, a pastor, a nice, only a medin como, and for how to break social media or phone addiction because we did it on the marriage, we've done it on the family, and now the trend of questioning.
Yes.
It's a nipano phone no so how do we break it spiritually, psychologically?
That's fine.
It's a whole topic. And I'm say onyankopon ya duma Pastor Baffuor beba onyankopon ya duma next week. No ni abedi enkomo no.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying. It was Friday, just last week Friday. It's not week. Me saloon and I'm a manager me say like and I'm say aviator na dey because I'm at me baba ko ba me nim say all problem na person ni meeting and I'm say okay I'm listening ne how we are singing na say a bet I said papa to be me spend 10,000 in ma lose 20,000 in ma lose 40,000 in ma lose
ye bedi enu nyina ho nkomo ebusuafo ye nya Sandra ofrefi Kumasi. Good morning Sandra Macho. Hello, Sandra. Okay, I'm saying Sandra, sorry. Sandra, bet to me afraid. Why? You're train pa.
It's not. Enti ya no mu kyerɛ ma vieta no. Enti mu bia. I say aeroplane bi. E2 na ready. Enti ready a 012 like 0 point something. Enti ya ko bia times the money a what the aba beto so no. Enti ya ko sa ne do level bi no and stop na. Na ko na yira, you've lost your money.
Huh?
Oh yes, and like they were showing me, and to be at the Sika Toswa, you see it. Those who are playing, you see them. No, be the 1,600. Shinad in the tuition. See, you know. No, sir. Hello.
Yeah, go for Sandra. Hello, Sandra.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. I want to say.
Yeah, maybe more. But your phone has told me I may contribute to. My husband, Ope Gyamerah, said, "Oh, Busana, I'm going to phone so." Oh, Juma mutu say no on phone so. It is I affected me so many ways. It's not so Ope Gyamerah. I am serving you. I'm meant to make akoda.
Sandra, that's it. What was some Sandra?
Yes.
Obusana Samoa, ni phone na.
Yes.
Into a background to in chain.
Yes.
Because wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Suddenly come soon
meaningful conversation. Into a bab says Sandra, Bibi Hannah will feel her. You have no idea. What is so important outside than the person you brought into your house?
This thing I will never forget. Give attention to your immediate environment.
Very important.
Your immediate environment. Papa,
yes.
Yire,
yes.
Ukunu, Woma.
Yes.
And I said, 1 year on your motivation, Assemba came. Want to mean coffee men, you be our that social media, so one man. Can you imagine? Let's wrap up with some beautiful advice for our people.
I think, say, Adibia Nyamedemaing through the vessels of men is there to help our lives, to ease pressure. But Adibia na, Yadiabe one share how to use it. Mas Moreau, he said, when purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable.
Oh, yes.
I will always say that. We'll continue next week.
When purpose...
So what says the corona a simple crap. You must know the purpose for Sadi way. Or see, if you don't know it, abuse is inevitable. You can't stop it.
Onamwa wakoshia sikakoko. Unim na de bank. So we born boss.
Yes.
I was yamen so ni America and he said nipa ede.
Nam.
Wahuno. Adikronti aware bebre nyinya e di kanwagum e di bibi atum na kobia ni baby e di atum so still enye ye and see enin komo.
I think we must we must develop a culture we call family hour.
Next week we ba dey this.
All right, that's fine.
Family hour. Join us next week Thursday on the Max Morning Show, Relationship Thursday. Pastor is going to talk to us, breaking the phone addiction spiritually, emotionally, and physically. And we're going to talk about that family hour thing. For the Max Morning Show, no AC. Makojo Addison and a Shasi. We're here with the Fridays edition of the Max Morning Show. We're doing a lot of music. Somebody is going to join us to play some keyboards and sing and all of that. Please join us. I am Joy Wilson. Thank you for watching. Do have a blessed day.